What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Yes, we're live, okay? Anyway, views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. I love to say that, okay, because it means that we're doing our job, all right? These views are not necessarily. Anyway, whatever. We're going to have a great show tonight, man. Tonight, we're empowering people. We have a gang of women that are going to talk to us about their initiative. The president of the local chapter of the National Hookup of Black Women, Ms. Sonda Vasquez, without an R, Ms. Sonda Vasquez is coming on with her crew, Ms. Deborah Ware and Ms. Deborah Summers, all the Deborahs and the Sondas, and borrow an R, Sonda. We need you to borrow R, all right? Anyway, let's bring the family on, okay? What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man?
We're good, man. We're gonna have a good show tonight.
Cool.
We're learning about some things, okay? Let's bring Marcy on. Marcella.
Okay,
Hey, I am so excited. I am excited. I was at a breast cancer walk 2 weeks ago.
Were you late?
Pardon me?
Were you late?
Was I late?
Yeah, were you on time?
I was on. Were you on time? No, you didn't
I
come.
wasn't there.
You weren't there.
No,
but I met
either.
a really nice young lady, Sonda Vasquez. We got to talking. And I was like, you know what? We need to have them on the show about their organization. It's not just here in Northwest Indiana. They have 22 chapters throughout the country. And I'm going to speak it into existence that there will be more chapters. We will have them in every state. What they're doing is very, very much needed. And I'm just excited to talk with this group of women today.
Most definitely. They are their initiative is to improve the quality of life for women and their families. And we just want to talk about it and share their journey and celebrate them. All right. So let's bring the president on right now.
How are you?
Yeah, she's the president of the Northwest Indiana chapter.
That's right. Sonda Vasquez. Thank you for coming to the show and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
No, we wouldn't have it any other way. What's going on, Shayna Gordine? Robbie Thomas, what's going on? Thank you for watching. All right, this is going to be a great show. These ladies are going to be here to tell you guys exactly what they're doing to empower yourselves. All right, let's bring your crew on. Okay, this is Miss Deborah Summers. How are you, Deborah?
Fine. Hey.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
And you see Miss Roberts over there, Miss Deborah. So we got.
I believe Miss Summers, you're the past national president. Is that
yes.
Of the national chapter, and Miss Deborah Ware Roberts, you are, if I'm not mistaken, the national second vice president now. Are you not?
Yes, that's correct. And I'm also the president of the Gaston chapter.
Yes, in Florida, correct?
Yes.
Yes. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm a little bit excited too. So the National Hookup of Black Women, just so you guys know, it's a nonprofit, and they were established, if I'm correct in saying this, in 1974. And their agenda dedicates itself to improving the lives of women and their families through the support of arts, I'm reading, of course, culture, education, and human service programs. These ladies, man, the goal is to affect the community at its source. All right. So, Ms. Vasquez, tell us about the journey. How did you guys get this started?
Okay, I'm going to say this right here. It actually started, like you stated, in 1974. It was founded by Dr. Anita Young Boswell and 13 other women during the 4th Congressional Black Caucus Legislative Weekend. As the men were in session, the women were in the hotel room articulating the needs of Black women and their children.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, as you were reading our mission, it states that we work to improve the lives of women and their families through the support of the arts, culture, education, health and wellness, and human service programs. And so that's how it came into existence in 1974. And of course, we have our past national president on here, Deb Summers. And I want to go ahead and refer to her because she has been around for a long time.
Long time. No.
Deborah started laughing.
Yeah.
Look.
Right. Dr. Arnita Young Boswell, who is our founder, is the sister of Whitney Young.
Oh.
And so she comes from a family of dedicated civil rights workers and people that serve. She's from Kentucky. Mm-hmm. And so she was really, really special and a person that helped get it started. Matter of fact, when President Vasquez was talking about that, they met in her room in DC, the women. And it's funny because as the story goes, we always say that the women were really following their men to the Congressional Black Caucus, right? Because the men were taking care of business. And at that time, they were like, we can do something. We can do something. And in that room that day, they established and created the National Hookup of Black Women. Mm-hmm. And that was the beginning in 1974. So thank you.
That's a wonderful, wonderful
yes.
story. So, I mean, individually though, let's start with you, Ms. Roberts. How did you get involved with this?
Well, I was living in Tallahassee. I moved in Gaston County, mm-hmm. and I met a member from the Gaston chapter, which the Gaston chapter was chartered in 1995. Mm-hmm. So actually, once I joined the organization, that's how I met a lot of people and got to know the people in the Gaston County. So mm-hmm. actually, with I could truly say that NHBW grew me, because prior to joining NHBW, I would not have been doing this.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of connections with NHBW. So what I said at one annual meeting, I consider myself as being a product of NHBW.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to get back to that, okay, because I want to know how NHBW, assisted you and everything. Okay, what about you, Sonda?
Okay, for me, I want to say I've actually been a member for 8 years at this point. And there was a member in our chapter that actually at the time, she was the second VP in our chapter, which is the membership chair. And so she approached me and she said that, they were looking to bring upon, women that, were going to, advocate for women and their families. And the thing is with me is that I've always been one that I felt that everyone needs an advocate. Okay. Mm-hmm. There are so many needs out in the community, but who's going to bridge that gap? And so when she was speaking to me about the organization, I had a burning on the inside. And so I came to a meet and greet. And when I came to the meet and greet, actually past President Summers was actually there. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that she stated is that this is a ministry also. Mm. And it really pierced my heart. Mm-hmm. And I knew that this organization was for me because also our current national president, our CEO, Betty Gavin, was there as well. Mm-hmm. And to hear both of them speak on all of the work that has been going forth throughout the communities, through the women and National Hookup of Black Women, I knew that this was definitely the organization that I needed to be a part of. This organization was definitely impacting lives.
I can tell the way you guys are talking about it. It's
Yeah, they need to speak
thing.
on what makes that cohesive connection, though. You know, that'd be cool.
Miss Summers, what about you? Now, you're the more the long-standing member.
Right. Well, I joined in 1991. I was a founding member of the Joliet chapter. And so at that time, you know, I was younger then, and I joined the older women in the community that were a part of it. They were really great mentors. Like Sonda said, you hear someone speak and you hear their passion for service, and it pulls at your heartstrings and you want to be a part of it. And so at that time, I wasn't as active, but I was a member. And then it took women, older mentoring women to say, you know, your kids are bigger now. Even though I attended, your kids are bigger now. They're older. You know, you need to get busy and serve. And that's really all it took. So having said that, it's like a sisterhood as well. It's women helping develop leadership in other women always being there for each other. And so as well as identifying the gaps in our community and trying to fill those gaps in service, we also have a bond. We have a sisterhood in the local chapters and nationwide. So it's very fulfilling. And I heard Deb say, Roberts, about it grew her seriously. It would take one of my neighbors or schoolmates to say how very quiet I used to be. So it does, it develops you, gives you self-esteem, to give you strength. You find out where your strengths are and begin to develop those. So yeah, it's great.
Love it. It is.
Do you guys have maybe possibly a teen version of this, or have thought about it?
Yeah, we have a team. We called it for a while Junior Chapter, and now we call it the YTC, which is our Youth, Teens, and Collegiate arm of the organization. And so every year we have, as well as dealing with them throughout the year, we have a program called TOP, which is Teens Overcoming Pressure, and mainly to help them identify teen dating violence, which has been on the rise, believe it or not. Yes. And so the most interesting thing is when you work with young people is that they cannot always identify what abuse is. They only think it's a physical abuse. So through those teen top summits throughout all the chapters, we help them identify there's financial abuse and mental abuse and all those other kinds as well. So yes, we love working with the young people.
That's real cool because, you know, a lot of kids think that that's normal for all those different types of abuse. Absolutely. They think that that's the way it is because everybody's doing it.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't. You know.
Right.
Yeah. And also with that, I worked with domestic violence in the past with a social service agency. And a lot of times when they see that in their homes, like you said, they think that's normal. And if you have adults going through, male and female, through domestic violence, a lot of people don't realize you have a lot of men out there that are being abused as well. It's not always
absolutely.
But you know, I love this part of your programs because it's, like you said, it's very much needed, and we need to start with our young people. What are some of the other programs you have?
Well, we have our literacy program where we try to make sure that children have books in the home to read. And with that, I did not even realize until I joined the organization to start working with the literacy program that the young children, they are so happy to get a book in their hands.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. That's a beautiful thing that you guys are doing. So let's get down to the break. You wanted to say something, Sonda?
I was just going to go ahead and piggyback off of what Deb Roberts stated. They are very happy to get a book in the hand. You know, just like for an example, in our local chapter for the 4th of July parade, we gave out books. And the children were so excited to receive books. And then there were teachers there as well. So we were able to provide them with a book as well so that they can have, books for, their classrooms as well. But those children were excited and parents were grateful that we were giving out books versus candy.
But isn't that crazy though? I mean, you don't know until you do something like giving away books and helping them with their schoolwork, how excited and how engaging kids want to be, but you don't know what kind of societal things have kept them from doing that, being engaged until you do something like this. And that's pretty awesome.
I want to get down to the brass tacks of this. All right.
Okay.
Just so we can get some of the guys there,
Come on with the brass tacks.
I'm a different one of the group guys, so bear with me, all right? Because we are celebrating again. This is these ladies are some fantastic ladies.
All right,
y'all just listen. Yeah.
Okay.
So look, so how do you guys? I mean, so everybody gets these groups and this and that together, and they want to affect the change. They want to do this and do that, all right? But my question to you guys is, how do you get people involved? How do you get people to want to come and listen to the NHBW? What's your strategy? Or is there a strategy?
Oh, okay. I would say that one of the things we try to do, if you're talking about the people that we serve, okay. So one of the things we found out in serving people, is that sometimes organizations tend to give people what they think they need. So for National Black Women, we concentrate on filling the gaps. We have what we call local needs assessment. And to find out what the people need, you have to ask them, right? So we try very hard to make sure that the programs that we have are programs that they want. Okay, for example, the reading program, the literacy program, we give out books. But we not only give out books, we establish reading libraries in their homes, which means every chapter in the organization has either a reading room or reading corner. And they even go so far as to donate a bookshelf for a home, fill that book, those homes with books. We entertain intergenerational literacy, not just for the kids, because children read or they do what they see modeled, right? So we want to have the adults read so that they're modeling and the children to see it. So it's what we see or hear they say that they need. And so you're right. It's hard to engage when we're steady trying to give them what we think they want. So that's one of the strategies that we use. And I think President Vasquez was going to say something else. I'm sorry.
No, it was exactly what you were saying. We're always checking the pulse of the community.
Absolutely. Right.
And I want to just interject real quick. I like how you're saying that you do the local assessment, because in Joliet, Illinois, you have certain needs that Gaston County might not need, or Northwest Indiana. So it's not just a one for all. It's exactly what that local community needs, and that is so important. And how you guys are talking about the books, what I really like. The children are our greatest natural resource. They're our future, our leaders, our innovators, our business owners. And if we don't grab them when they're young, when their minds develop, then that's when the whole community changes, and not necessarily a positive change. I love your organization. Again, I'm excited. I'm so blessed to have met Sonda and find out about this. You guys don't. I'm excited. You guys, I'm like getting ready to pop like popcorn. I'm an avid reader, so I'm sorry.
Okay, Marcia. Okay, Marcia.
I'm so excited about just the whole program, the domestic violence, the literacy, and your other programs as well.
Thank you.
I'm not popping like popcorn, but I am excited.
He's popping like brass tacks.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear, because I think it's necessary to because women, they call them the weaker sex, but they really aren't. But they don't get the fair shake like the men, and they take the brunt of a lot of bad stuff that comes out there, right? But they don't have the opportunities or the resources to come to just be heard. And you guys are doing that, and not just locally, but you're doing it nationally. And I think that's the task right there. And I don't know how you guys can do that. I know you got a chapter here, you got a chapter there, you got a chapter here, and as Marcy said, you got to individualize the the area. We on broadcasting call it the ADI, the area of dominant influence.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just trying to grasp how you guys, say. Well, let me ask this: what's the hardest part of engaging people with your organization? Did I get a question they can't answer? No, I'm joking.
I would say this right here. One of the things that I would state could, that's can be difficult at times, is that, for people to, realize that we truly do understand and we want to encourage, educate, and empower. And we're not just existing, because there's many organizations that are, established in the communities, especially now. There's so many. But however, how many are actually impacting the lives?
Exactly.
And so it's a matter of making sure that we stay in a place where we are continuing to set ourselves apart, where they realize that we truly, of course, care. And it's about what's best for them, for the greater good.
Anybody else care to elaborate on that, ladies?
You painted all that.
I would say with us, Gaston County is a small county, so we engage people because we are very visible in the community, and that visibility brings, people want to know, well, what are you all about? What are you doing? So that encourages them and motivates them to come and join us.
That's a good thing, and because I want a lot of people through this broadcast to contact you guys to make sure that they can at least get there. Because a lot of people, I don't know if you guys find this, but they're afraid to talk up. A lot of women are afraid to talk up, afraid to speak up on domestic violence or things that are upsetting them or not prospering for them. So, and that's the thing I'm trying to let the people know. You don't have to be afraid to talk to especially an organization like this. There are organizations out there, but this one is specifically, and I love the fact that you called it National Hookup of Black Women. All right, so it's not as stoic. It's not as scary to them. It's a hookup. This is the language we all speak. So they should want to gravitate towards that. How are you guys spreading the word?
Okay, we spread the word through our community events because we have 22 chapters. So the chapters are encouraged to be very visible in the community. And we also do membership drives to recruit members. So the most best way to get members is to be visible and let them see what you're doing. And when people see what you're doing, and you make them want to be a part of it. So that would bring them in. So we, as far as our membership, is actually open to anyone who embrace our mission and our goals. They are willing to work to promote and support the programs that we have.
Are men invited to join as well?
I was just going to say that. It's at the tip of my tongue. Yeah, the visibility. When the women are working really hard and they have significant others and husbands at home, that's quite a lot. It's getting. You can ask my husband. It's like, but anyway, what happens is they are members. We have a membership for the men. They're called male associates. I mean, it's an official.
You want to get 2 letters?
You
want to get 2 letters? M-A? M-A-E.
Say 2 letters.
Hey.
Wait. And it goes to matriarch to Ma.
Uncle Lord.
Go straight back to the women, right?
So yes, Marcella, they are involved, and it's what they get also involved at the national level and come to the conferences, and they have a meeting. they have gone in sessions and they come and report out, and their sessions may have a topic like where do they fit in that, you know, in the struggle or improving the lives of families, and all of that. So they come back and they say how they can help or what role they play in stopping domestic violence and stopping all the things that ail society. So yes, they are involved and they participate well. They really do.
Okay. And they also have with Jolette chapter that program Real Men Read.
Oh yeah, we have a Real Men Read program.
Real Men Read.
Well, that's different because you know we Neanderthal. We don't read.
But you know what?
Hey, Greg.
When they read to the kids, the kids, if I can read to a child and they're like, okay. When one of the men from the Real Men Read program read, they treat them like they're celebrities. Like they get so excited. They get
y'all
so
do
excited.
too. Y'all make sure we pick up all the chairs and the tables too at the phone. All over there, get them chairs. We ain't picking that up.
What do we do? And what do we do?
Mob patrol.
What do we do? What do we do after that? They tell us what to do, and we say, "Okay,
okay."
That's funny. All right.
So you guys also do health and wellness. Is that true?
Yes, we do.
So what do you do with that aspect?
We have health and wellness programs like this month is breast cancer awareness. Right. So we will have a breast cancer awareness event, and we usually look and see what health issue is that, like the monthly health issue, and we will provide information on that on our website, Facebook page.
Okay, we have sickle cell in our community that's really there, and diabetes, and a lot in the melanated community. There's so many different health issues that we deal with that other people deal with as well, but it's prevalent in our society.
And I think most of the chapters have at least one health fair a year. Annual health fair. Yeah, and that's, that covers as many health initiatives as we can get represented in the health fair.
And we do a national launch. One of the biggest national ones we had was minority organ donation awareness, and that was one.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's
we
big.
Don't like giving out organs up at all.
Yeah.
We take them with us. People can use them. Take them.
And also when we talk about blood, especially when it comes to sickle cell, because they have they do for those that are patients of sickle cell. They do have blood transfusions, and it's better to get the blood from the community and the DNA. That's similar to yours, right now. And because I'm with the American Red Cross, I can tell you there is a shortage of blood. So if you guys can get that word out to the Red Cross or whatever blood donation centers that are in your area, because we really, really need that because of the shortage.
I was wondering though, Marcella, with that, not to deviate from the program, but the Red Cross said they've been short of blood for like 40-something years.
And you know the thing is,
I don't know. I used to give.
They're using it. We constantly need blood. It has fallen off, especially with the pandemic.
Correct.
Yeah.
I used to have my phone. Mr. Bishop, you got that old positive phone.
There are a lot of aspects where like some people, if you have like autoimmune illness, depending on what it is and what you're going through and the meds, you can't give blood. And a lot of people think that just because we do that, and there are other organizations that do blood donations as well. I'm actually not in that part of the Red Cross. I do other things with the Red Cross.
Well, why are we talking about it then?
Because we're talking about health and wellness. People that have sickle cell, it's very much needed, and that's something that we are trying to get the word out in the melanated community to please, if you can, give with blood, because it can save a life.
Absolutely. We are talking with the women from the National Hookup of Black Women, and it is national. They have 22 chapters across the United States. Now, here's something that I really loved when I was looking at you guys' profile. You guys give a scholarship, the Elaine Davis Nickens Scholarship. Can one of you guys tell us what that's about?
Okay, that scholarship is from the Atlanta Metro chapter, but each chapter has a scholarship, a local scholarship, And we also have the National Scholarship, the Dr. Anita Boswell Scholarship, and also the Dr. Frazier Sister to Sister Scholarship.
Y'all just giving money away. Y'all giving it.
Because the Dr. Boswell Scholarship, that is for a graduating high school senior, and the Dr. Frazier Sister to Sister Scholarship is for a student that had to delay their education.
Wow.
A woman who delayed her education because of family responsibilities and going back to school.
That's what's
that's awesome. Yeah, because a lot of them are always for the high school kids.
Right.
And then a lot of them, you have to have the great grades. And it's like, what about someone who is mediocre? They're trying and they still want to go to college,
Right.
and or someone who just can't really afford to go to college. And it's like a lot of times you have the scholarships for those who don't really need it. They can use it, but what about those who can't really go because of finances?
Because we tried to do the scholarships for awarding to students who would normally not receive a scholarship.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Yes.
And that's so important. That's so very important.
But
Some kids can't get to college. Their whole demeanor just goes because they know, even though they're graduating college, they don't have the opportunity, the means, or the resources to get to the next level. You guys are helping them get there.
But isn't it kind of crazy though? You know, the ones that want to go to college don't get those scholarships, and the ones who get the scholarships don't want to go. I mean,
it's a mess. I mean, you're right, but these ladies in that situation. Though.
Yes, they're filling the gaps. The National Hookup of Black Women Inc. Filling the gaps. Yes,
and their counterparts, Ma.
Understand those that are watching. They can't get everybody a scholarship, okay? I mean, but they do their part in getting some students to where they need to be on the next level. Now, let's talk about how you guys. I don't know if you guys do a selection process of people becoming members, or how do you get members for this organization?
Membership chair.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm not gonna answer the question.
He's talking about his brass tacks there.
A lot of our members, they come in through knowing someone that's already in the organization, and they would bring in their family, friends, and ask them to be a part of it. And again, when we have events in the community, members, the community see what we're doing and they want to be a part of it. So that's where the big part of the a large number of our members come in.
So there's no hard criteria for accepting members, or what?
Not hard criteria, because it has to be, it's open to anyone who embrace the mission and the goals of the organization and want to willing to work and help us promote the programs and support our programs.
Yeah, we have a very diverse group.
Yes,
we have a very diverse group. Housewives, people that are employed, people that are retired. We have a very diverse group.
Male associates.
Yes, that's our special group right there.
And once they come in and see that we are a sisterhood, then they want their family and friends to be a part of it.
So word of mouth as well. Okay,
that's cool. So let me ask this: what's your individually? What was your best moment since you've been in this group?
There were so many of them.
Yeah.
So many.
It's just never ending.
I can tell you one of my favorite programs. One of my favorite programs, because literacy is, because I'm a retired school teacher, right? So putting the books in kids' hands is one of my favorites, especially putting books of children have books of characters that look like them. That's special, right? Love that. But the other is the cultural arts. And in the arts, we do, it could be fine arts, it could be performing arts, it could be, I don't know, but our chapter, we had a boys dance crew, and it lasted very, very well for 8 years. And then I guess the guys, they started at like 8, 9 years old, and then they kind of topped out because they were in high school, right?
Mhm.
So I'm looking at the way you're looking. What was Moby?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what our biggest problem was with the young men was the mothers were promoting it. The guys, I guess, more so. I don't want to, were sports, so they weren't necessarily athletes, but they were, they were athletes and
Dancing is a
dancers.
sport.
Right. It's right. Absolutely.
I was a dancer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right. And so they did that and they were awesome. They got great funding. It culminated in a recital every year, a lot of camaraderie. And one of the boys, we even videotaped him a couple of weeks ago talking about the benefits of having been a part of it. And he is a boxer. I mean, ranked.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very. He's a professional and he's doing an excellent job. I wish I could show it and have you listen to that. But I'm saying that to say that young men and women are able, through Natural Black women, to do things and feel comfortable doing things that they wouldn't ordinarily get a chance to do. The school theaters, we would like to put on a big play or something where they can see themselves as the star. So that's one of my special programs.
Sonda, you've been quiet over there for a while. What
right.
Now, for me, it is so many, but I want to say this right here. The scholarships. That right there, when I go back and reflect from, in the beginning, how many scholarships we would give out one. And so it has increased where we gave out 9 this year.
Wow.
And it wasn't just to high school seniors. These were college students as well.
Wow.
Individuals that had to return to school because, of course, life happens. And so they had to sit out. And so we were able to provide them with a scholarship as well. And so that did my heart well, because I know as a parent that it can be difficult, when you are trying to, tap into every resource available so you can go ahead and, help your child fulfill their dreams. So I would have to say that's one of them, but it's really, just all of them to me.
Yeah.
Of all of the work that we do.
The greatest thing about it is you teaching them in order to be blessed, you got to be a blessing.
Yes.
Absolutely. Marcella, you had a question?
Yeah. It's on another program, voter education. That is one of them for me. Can one of you explain why your organization feels that voter education is so important, especially in our communities?
Okay. Well, I want to say this right here. For number one, your vote is your voice. Even when your candidate does not win, okay, you're still taking a stand.
Yes.
On what you believe and who you feel that's actually going to get the job done. Okay. So unfortunately, sometimes people think that when they don't vote, oh, well, nothing's going to change anyway, but because it doesn't matter. Well, guess what? This is the reason why sometimes there are individuals that get into those seats.
Come on.
We won't vote.
Yes.
Well, that's so crazy, because that's the reason why we had the reversals that we done had in the last couple of years. Affirmative action, abortion, all that stuff. We didn't have these reversals because we got people in those seats that are pushing their conscience versus doing what's right and what's wrong.
For the communities and for the people.
Right.
Our organization's shero is Fannie Lou Hamer. And that's one of the reasons is because of her courage and the way she fought for our rights to vote.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all are my sheroes. You all.
I told you we need to have this group on.
I wish there was there's 50 states. Let's get 50 of these organizations out there, 50 chapters. Let's go. You guys are working towards that. I know you are. What's the benefits of to these women of being a member?
Okay, their benefits, they the programs that have, we empower them. Okay, this networking, and it actually builds them up. I would speak from my own experience. It actually, being a member of the organization actually grew me, because I was kind of standoffish and would not get involved in things. But once I became a member of the organization, the members pushed me to do what I thought I was not able to do, because I never would have seen myself as chairing programs, getting out in the community, holding a national office. So
And that's part of
not in me.
That's part of the leadership development program.
Yes.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
I just want to add is that the legacy that you're going to leave. One of the things when I leave this world is that I want my legacy to be that I lived a life of service to others.
Okay.
Wow.
Miss Summers?
That kind of touched me right there. For real. So let me ask you, Miss Summers, were you going to ask Miss Summers a question?
Yeah, for her to answer the same question.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what I felt. What's the benefits to members?
Yes.
Okay. I have the same story pretty much as Deborah Roberts in terms of how it developed me. But part of my legacy that I want to leave is, like Sonda says, I have 2 daughters, right? So every year, I mean, they're hookup babies. They grew up in hookup. And so they have benefited in ways they don't even know yet as being a part of the children of the hookups and the sisterhood. Deborah Roberts, as National Membership Chair, has in the month of November, President Obama declared November National Entrepreneur Month. And so during that month, she will be highlighting all the women in our organization that have braved and gone out and started their own businesses and took that route because it matters, you know. And so they'll do that. And then in February, African American Read-In we have, and that's where we celebrate Black authors. As a membership chair, she will be highlighting all the women who have written books in our organization. So we do everything we can to elevate, to show, you know, to show them to the world. You know, that's part of our mission, to show and recognize the accomplishments of women, no matter who they are. Okay, because we all have accomplishments.
Yeah, because I look at NHBW, they empowered me to be able to empower other women.
Absolutely.
Good point.
Yeah.
So is there a, I'm sorry, go ahead, Mom.
No, I had a question. So who are you guys as heroes?
Me.
The ladies of the panel, who are your heroes?
Oh, who are mine?
Other than Greg.
You know, the first thing that came, are you asking us who our heroes are? You know, first thing came to my mind, I hate this, you know, I hate to say it. This is my mom.
No, you don't hate to say that.
You know,
Mama.
My mama was my shero and my dad was my hero. That's it, you know. Although all the sisters are so special in one way or another. Yeah, I can go to each one of them for something, you know, and we kind of fill all our spaces when we get together, you know. So, and it's so funny that you say that, because we have, like, my president of my chapter, she's always passing down what my mama said, my mama used to say. So we bring each other our wisdom, and we bring along our parents' wisdom to the organization as well. Because I hear all of them say, well, my mother said so and so and so and so. That's funny. That's interesting. But yes, those are mine.
Bringing all the knowledge into one house.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Wow.
Any of the other ladies?
Deborah?
Guess who was my shero?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, because with all of the sisters, they have always, I can go to any of them. So I really can't. If I need something for Deb Summers, I pick up the phone and call her. She may tell me her office closed, but she do it for me.
I tell her my office closed today.
Yeah. I call Sonda, ask her something.
Yeah.
You say go ask that.
Answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deborah loves to close her office.
It means nothing, right? Means nothing to you guys.
How about you, Sonda?
No, because I still tell her what I want.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. We're good all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, all hours. You're just laughing, but it's like 24/7. We never close. We really don't. So
That's a ministry. That look,
never
ask me how I
close.
know. That's a ministry.
Yeah, and I think we have that bond where, okay, when it's time to work, we're going to work, but we can have fun. We can make fun out of doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Sonda?
I was just gonna say, my grandmother was my shero, and she just passed in June of this year, so she was my shero. But I have to say, with my hookup sisters, yes, you can go to them for anything. And I'm going to point out about Deb Summers. I don't care what it is, she has it.
Oh, yes.
But I'm going to tell you this right here about Deb Summers. If you come to her with something, you better be prepared that it's just not going to be a straight shot. Okay, yeah, I see it that way. She's going to give you the, okay, but if, what about this?
If
and
then,
so she's going to,
make you think,
have you thinking. Okay, she will have you thinking. And Deb Roberts, she just has such a calmness about her.
Yeah, Deb is she cool over there. She
yeah.
About
Deb,
her.
I bet you Deb got some fire on her, y'all. I bet you Deb got some fire. That's the quiet one over in the corner.
Quiet storm, huh? The quiet storm.
She is yes, but she is so much about business, and you will be able to get whatever it is that you need from her. She's not going to, throw you off. She's going to help you. And so, and I have to say, even with our national president,
You just muted yourself. Why did you do that?
Yeah.
I guess when I hit it, our national president, CEO, President Gavin,
yes,
a wealth of information. She's one that I'm telling you, you can go to her. You're going to be able to get that answer that you need. And she's also going to be there for you as well. And so with all these women, I tell you this right here, it keeps you pushing forward and keeping the mission at hand. Because we have to remember, we're all volunteers.
Yeah.
But to see how these women labor, that's inspiring alone.
I see the appeal.
And that's what's needed. That's going to be that spark right there. That's going to get everybody.
And I think we have the passion for what we do, and the passion is what just pushes us to do more.
Yeah,
that's great. So we got to get out of here in a minute, all right? But I want to be able for you all to individually say what this organization means to you and just give your final thoughts. Normally we have a life coach moment, okay, but we're being coached by these three beautiful women here, right? So I want you guys to just individually, one at a time, tell your thoughts about your organization, period. We start with you, Deborah.
The organization, it means so much to me because I've learned so much through the organization and it empowered me. So I want for it to be around for my children, my grandchildren, even great-grands, because it's such a beautiful organization and a strong sisterhood. And we go out there and do so much in the community. And that's what I love about it. And the sisterhood, we have a passion for what we do, and we are dedicated and committed to what we do. So we want to just continue with it and reach out as far as we can to go even further by bringing in new chapters, bringing in more members.
It's going to happen. I already see it. I told you it's going to be 50 chapters across the United States. Y'all got this, all right? Miss former Madam President Emeritus, Queen, Lady.
Always got it.
What about you?
Hook up. I don't have a biological sister. I have brothers, right? And so Hookup is all the sisters are my sisters, and the National Hookup of Black Women, the organization, it's my family. It's family. Even the male associates, Moby, they're much of my family.
The Moss.
They're my family. I can call on the guys as well as the girls anytime, seriously. And so, and the one thing I think I like, or I just love most about it, they have always allowed me to be me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have always allowed me, and that's really, believe it or not, that says a lot, because I know I'm not always whatever, but whatever I am, they accept me, and so it's home, it's family. So I love it.
That's what's up, Sonda.
It's everything. We have a diverse group of women from every age bracket at this point. And so I don't want people to be afraid to come aboard, because just like past President Summers stated about, you are allowed to be yourself. And when people come in that door, they're going to see exactly where they fit in, because we're going to embrace them.
Wow.
Submission. Marcy, you had a final question?
Yeah. How can we support you? If it's someone who doesn't necessarily want to become a member, how can they support you, support the scholarships? What can someone do?
Okay, I was going to say reference, and especially the scholarships, because what I'm finding is that young people, because college doesn't come out of their pocket, they're not as eager to fill out the applications as their parents are for them to fill out the applications.
Okay.
And so refer, let the parents know we offer scholarships, let the parents know we offer programs in all the ways, culture, arts, health, wellness, human service programs. Refer them to our website, refer them to, that would be very helpful. Okay. Thank you.
Very good, very good. So we've been talking with three fantastic sheroes here.
Yes.
Three fantastic women. And they've been just telling us all about the NHBW, the National
Hookup of Black Women.
Of Black, Marcy, before I say
Spit it out. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, if you guys want to get in contact with them, go to their website, nhbwinc.org. You can find out all you need to know about them. But you can also just look at their names and put them. You guys are all on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go to Facebook if you got to and check them out. But definitely check out their website, because there's a lot of interesting information. Marcy, you got some final words?
Final words. First of all, thank you. Sonda, is such a blessing to have met you. Deborah Summers, Deborah Ware Roberts, it's a blessing to meet you guys. You will be hearing from me soon. People, National Hookup of Black Women, Inc.
And a
very, very, very worthy organization. If you are not interested in joining, support them like Ms. Summers said. Refer, share this video of today. The different organizations they have are great for our community, for everybody. Volunteer. If you're retired, you have some time, volunteer to help out. And again, like I said earlier, children are our greatest natural resource. Educate them, embrace them.
Educate them, embrace them.
Make sure you teach them and just embrace them and love on them, because they are our future. If we don't embrace them and teach them, the streets will.
That's right. That's true.
And also get out and vote. Vote. It's not about Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, Black, white, Baptist, Pentecostal. It's about the issues, the policies. There's too much going on in our world right now. We need to stay informed. We need to vote on the policies. And if the people that are in office right now are not doing what is necessary for the community, vote them suckers out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do it right now, Marcy. I'll see you guys later.
November next month.
But I mean, what Marcy's saying is so true. I mean, if you don't vote or get involved, you can't have that conversation when you sit down at any table. I mean, if you can't talk about those things at that level because you ain't voted or you don't care, you can't complain. You know, you can't complain who gets in there if you ain't out there participating. But that's just like these sisters right here. They doing something about what we need to have done. You know, I dig all of this a whole lot.
Yes.
I dig it a lot.
All right, Nashville chapter, Ma.
Okay, can
Ma.
I get my chance?
Okay, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
What were we saying, Marcy? Go ahead. National chapter. What?
Oh no, I was just saying Nashville chapter. We got Nashville in the house.
I'm
up
in
there.
Nashville.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
he's in
gonna
Nashville.
Nashville.
Oh, he's in Nashville.
Yeah,
See?
that's
Oh, am I pronouncing your name? What am I pronouncing that right? You said
Ma.
Ma.
Ma. I say Ma.
No, we're talking about the male associates.
Okay.
Talking about the male associates. Become a Ma.
That's what she said. Become a Ma.
We are very animated on this show.
So let me say this.
I am really slow. I just got that.
Wait a minute, hold on. I listened to say Mo B, Ma. How you get that from that?
You can call
I
us
didn't get it
anything
right
you
now.
want. It don't make a difference.
Okay.
I'm in here, my head going like this. Wait a minute. I said,
Look, man, these ladies are spectacular in the fact that they want to be of service. All right, and it's been said several times throughout the night. They want to serve the community and to help and empower these women who don't have that voice. I think you guys are doing a great job at what you do. I sincerely wish you the best. Anything we can do here at Dope Living TV Live, let us know. You're always welcome to come back and share some more information. Anytime you get ready, just let us know. We'll schedule it, make it happen for you. All right. I said that really slow.
Great. I sent you something. Do you have time? The Northwest Indiana chapter have a couple of events coming up. Do you have that?
I don't.
That was on your Greg messenger chat.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Did you want to say something, Sonda? Do we have a couple of minutes for Sonda to say something?
We got a couple of minutes if she wants to, Madam Chairwoman.
Okay.
Sonda?
All right. This upcoming Saturday, the Northwest Indiana chapter is partnering with Rise Up for a domestic violence symposium. It's going to be at the center in Gary, Indiana from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. And this is for the women. Oh, there it is up there.
He didn't tell the truth.
Maybe I just did it, Marcella. Wow.
Okay, go ahead, Sonda.
And his love does not hurt. But of course, not just the Northwest Indiana chapter is, bringing awareness, but all our other chapters are bringing awareness throughout this month as well.
Mm-hmm. And you have another event?
I don't have that one.
I don't have
that one. All right. I mean, they got plenty of events, but they got them.
But you can always go on the Northwest Indiana website as well for the National Hookup of Black Women to find
NHBWINC.org. Y'all get to that. All right. These ladies are tirelessly making a difference. All right. We appreciate you guys coming to the show, hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we
Love
definitely
want
to see you guys come back on and whenever you're doing anything, again, this platform is your platform. Mi familia, my familia, all of that stuff. I don't know how to say it. I'm not
Casa es tu casa.
That's the only word she know. All right. All she know. And I told the ladies beforehand, Marcella, okay, when we were talking, Marcella, she's always on time. Be late. She's always on time to be late, right?
Fashionably late.
Not fashionably. When the ladies, anyway, we ain't gonna do that. All right. This is Dope Living TV Live. Okay, we are blessed to have these women. Okay, and celebrate the NHBW
Peace.
And again, man, nhbwinc.org. Go to the website. Check out what these ladies are doing. Support, refer, do whatever they ask you to do, because a couple of them look like they cuss you out.
My goodness.
They look like they especially Deborah Roberts over there. She'd be like,
oh no.
Try me. But you're gonna cuss you out a good way. They're gonna cuss you out and say, y'all better get over here so we can help you. Cuss out to help. I love it. Let me stop. All right. We appreciate you guys for coming on.
Appreciate you having us.
I'm back anytime you get ready. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We got a good show for you tomorrow. All right. Peace.
Peace.
Adios.